Hello, gorgeous Capricorns. Jenny here. Let's see what the classical tarot shiny deck is going to tell you. Urgent messages, something that you need to hear right now. I'm aiming this to be more like timeless reading. However, just at the end of Mercury retrograde in March. Let's put it that way. I'm going to get the main cards from this deck and the clarifiers from another deck. So let's see. But first is first. I'm back to my Zen corner. Maybe you see if you've seen other videos. So I want to wish you Zen within, Zen around. Here it is. Let's just cleanse the energy. Bless. So we're ready. I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope that you had nice March. We are now going more towards the end of March, end of the winter time and beginning of the springtime. Absolutely amazing. Let me actually cut this deck twice. 1, 2 times. So here we go. Underneath, Page of Cups, apology of some sort or an offer from the heart to your heart. Let's see what's moving, what's coming towards Capricorns. What do they need to know right at this minute? What is the guidance? What is the advice? You're dealing with some conflict and arguments. Arguments, conflicts, ego games, disagreements. Definitely. We'll see whether that's more in career, business or partnership, relationship. What's in the obstacles for Capricorn? What's in the obstacles? Beautiful. 2 cards came, 9 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is your prosperity card, also a soul entrepreneurship card, self-employment card, but very, very abundant, very stable. And the 6 of Pentacles is the equal give and take and generosity, social status. The 6 of Pentacles always reminds that we have to be careful, as I said, equal give and take. Because we are not yet at 8 or 9 of Pentacles, so we need to be protective of our resources as well, and what the people's or others' expectations are from us. So you're struggling with stability, or maybe if you want to be self-employed, if you've started being self-employed, maybe growing, and also you feel like you're not receiving back enough of what your input is. If it's not self-employment, as I said, it could be career, it could be something building finances, building partnership even, it can be. You're struggling with that. That's in your obstacle. What is in the outcome for Capricorns, please? What is in the outcome for Capricorns? Gorgeous, gorgeous souls. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who already have supported my channel. This channel is created so we can connect, raise vibrations, align and raise and expand the collective consciousness. I'm reading intuitively. I urge you to always use your intuition, work on your intuition, expand your intuition. A lot of cards came, but only one came. Oh, 2 came together, upside. Actually a bit sideways, but I'm gonna just read it upside. So this is the star healing energy, wish fulfillment, and your 10 of Cups, happily ever after, happiness, happiness and being together. It's a very much partnership, love card can be. Partnership and love, of course, can be. But if you're not dealing with love, definitely about partnership, financial partnership, a wish fulfillment. This is in your outcome. Beautiful, very beautiful. So I wanted to say that I'm thankful to all of you who already have supported me. If you want to support me, please do. You know what to do. Each and every soul who supports me, I'm sending back my gratitude, my love and blessings tenfold. So, thank you again. Underneath, 7 of Pentacles, lingering energy of not fully satisfied. Revision time. You need to see what changes, what you need to do, because you feel like this cannot continue like that. As I said, you have some conflicts and disagreements you're dealing with. It's more like friendly competition, childish games However, I don't like the conflict cards, which are the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. Five of Wands is much lighter than the Five of Swords, but still, arguments, conflicts, disagreement, not seeing eye to eye. Within you is the Wheel of Fortune. You want something to end, something to turn in your favor, and to start afresh. This is what you're looking at. Let's see what is within the person or people or situation you're dealing with. For Capricorn's universe, give us here. What is within the situation of people? Balancing, balancing, balancing. Balancing, balancing, balancing. Interesting. This reading reminds me of one of your readings for Capricorns. I think it was in December and January even. Lingered, or November and December, just when I started. Very interesting that you were dealing with some conflicts and there was a lot of work from your side required to balance or to try to resolve the matters. This is how it feels to me now. Balancing act. I believe that this card speaks more about what's within the situation that you're dealing with. There is conflict and arguments around you. And it feels that you are either the one that has to balance and try to resolve or to improve the situation, or you're kind of pulled into it to do that, or you're pulled into it and you want to do it, you want to balance it, you want to resolve it. Also, this card though says about being more light-hearted and light overall and enjoying life. And enjoying the daily tasks, the daily life that we have. So, yeah, we will clarify here what is happening. Let me just get my other deck, which will be my classical non-shiny tarot deck. I now use two decks that kind of much like what the messages are, especially when we have repetitive cards, because that's very strong message. So, let's clarify the argument and conflicts here. Friendly competition. Wow, 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 wow. Interesting. We have again the Ten of Cups, repetitive. Now, if you're dealing with partnership and love, I mean, let's put it partnership. Can be love, can be family, can be business partnership here. Even though this is a lot to do with love and family. Love and family partnership. Now, we have the Emperor and we have the King of Swords. This is clarifying the conflicts and arguments. Two scenarios. It's either that there is a third party that is more like a mentor, could be parental figure if that's your family or partnership, that is in the midst and maybe not seeing eye to eye with this King of Swords. Could be you, the King of Swords, or the other person. King of Swords is a very intellectual person. He is very sharp. He is very shrewd. He speaks his truth. He doesn't take any BS. He is not scared to speak. He is not scared to communicate. And he can be harsh with words, but he is speaking the truth. Now, the way I feel it, I'm saying these two persons are involved somehow. It's either that a third person is in between this happily ever after and this King of Swords, or that you are dealing with someone and you and the other person are in two different energies. They are very strong, both of them, very strong, very intellectual and very, very intelligent. However, the Emperor, first of all, there is an age gap here, age difference. And again, don't take the genders as the most important things. It doesn't mean when we have two kings that is two males. Of course, it can be, it can be. But genders don't matter. We're just talking about the energies. So I told you the King of Swords is extremely intellectual, extremely on point, very communicative, very open for communication, but he delivers the truth. He makes his judgment and just let it be. He doesn't give a BS. He's not scared. That's very strong energy. The Emperor is different. He's very strong, he's very stable, but I take him more like a bigger strategizer. He's the Emperor. Has to rule a whole empire. He's very stable, but he's very also difficult to deal with sometimes difficult to communicate. He can also be not communicating easily or directly. As I said, he's the emperor. His status is totally different. He can communicate very often through intermediaries. So as I said, difficult to communicate. He doesn't show emotions much. He doesn't even care to explain his decisions or actions, let's put it that way. He just delivers them. And the intermediaries are going to announce them to others. Can be very stubborn as well, set in his ways. It's either that this is you and another person, and these are the energies that you are in, or as I said, can be a third person in this position, like a mentor, parental figure, or if it's a partnership, business partnership, can be another investor, another partner, that is difficult to deal with and is literally standing between this King of Swords and the happy resolution, let's put it that, the full balance, the full happiness, the full progress of this connection, partnership connection. There's been, as I said, conflicts, arguments and disagreements. Ego clashes, because this card is ego clashes. These two, the Emperor and the King of Swords, there is an ego. This person is not with uncontrolled ego or scary ego, like let's say the King of Wands, the X-Factor King. To me, this king has ego more because he has the knowledge of how much knowledge he has and how sharp he is, how intellectual he is. So he's almost like, can be almost like impatient with cutting with the sword when he doesn't beat around the bush and he doesn't deal with nonsense, because he knows that he's right and he knows that he's not scared to show and to tell that he's right, and he knows what he's talking about. Now the Emperor, as I said, he's very stable as well and he's very intelligent, but he's a bit stuck in his ways, a little bit can be withdrawn, difficult to talk to, difficult to persuade, because he wants it his way. This is how this Emperor is. Emperor is very parental figure as well. Mentor, parental figure. Okay, let's clarify the obstacles, your equal give and take, generosity, and the stability and progress. Also can be independence. Now, for some of you, as I said, if you are these two personalities here, it can be that you don't feel independence from this person. Whether it's a partner, whether it's a financial partner, whether it's a mentor or somebody involved in specific connections, specific settlement. Because you're struggling with independence. Or can be somebody oppressive, feels oppressive. Whatever partner it is or whoever is involved, it feels a little bit oppressiveness and lack of equal give and take. Obviously, if it's somebody that we are finding difficult to communicate, to feel free to do our own thing, to express ourselves, of course we feel like there is no equal give and take, because it feels like whatever you're doing, it's either not accepted, approved of, or useless. So it's like if it's not, let's say you're working in a partnership, no matter whether it's love or business, but somebody that has the authority or somebody that has the influence over matters, or you even, let's say, disapproves. So all this energy and whatever creativity, whatever you decided that you can build, create, now is trashed in the bin. It can be very frustrating. And definitely it can be like you feel there is no equal give and take. I'm working, and I'm not receiving anything, not even like gratitude that I've done something. It's like all these days, all these hours that I was breaking my back and nothing. So that's how it can feel. Now, 3 cards came to clarify your obstacles that I just told you. Maybe lack of independence, lack of stability, and feeling like not an equal give and take. You are putting in things, you are not receiving back anything. Or the other persons are not putting anything. You are just the one putting in the bucket there, in the basket, whatever has to be. We have Justice. I just told you, I haven't even seen the card. Justice. Balancing the scales. You feel like it's unjust. Something is unjust. 6 of Swords, moving away from the past. And 2 of Pentacles. Again, that was within the situation. Balancing, and being more light-hearted. You know your story best. What do you need to move away from? An old conflict, an old pattern, or connection, partnership, something, lifestyle. But for you to balance the scales, you have to let the past be in the past. It doesn't serve anymore. It's done. It's been heavy, it's been difficult, and it's done. And you have to have more lightheartedness now to look into the future, into the new. And just balance even maybe yourself. Maybe yourself you have to balance more. That is what the clarification is. Let's clarify your outcome, wish fulfillment, and finally your happiness here coming through. Gathering together, it can be maybe, to be honest, the 10 of Cups can also be reconciling, because the 10 of Cups is definitely coming together for a partnership, relationship. So if there was some disagreements here, it can be that there will be resolutions now, because it came with the wish fulfillment. Healing card as well. Also balance. The star to me is very much related with balance, because it's related with healing. That's how I interpret the card. The clarifier for your outcome is 9 of Cups, satisfaction. No more I can get no satisfaction. That's not anymore for you. It's coming. Here it is. Wish fulfillment, satisfaction. You will be happy about something. It's going to get resolved. Unbelievable. Lovely. So within you, that was the Wheel of Fortune, luck turning in your favor. Maybe even luck turning in your favor. Maybe just things are going to start progressing now, settling on their own. But definitely depends on us as well, on other people. I mean, we cannot just with a magic wand, but actually we can with magic wand. But this is the manifestation, right? When we truly learn how to do this. So let's clarify this Wheel of Fortune within you, that you want to turn things around now. Let's clarify it, please, for Capricorns. Beautiful now ending. Beautiful, beautiful. What is here? What is... Yeah, the words didn't come out. Mercury retrograde is ending now, actually tomorrow. So I can't wait this to happen, so we can speak better, articulate better, and just not get blocked, like mind freeze. I wanted to say that I'm clarifying your Wheel of Fortune, which was the energy within you. You want to turn something around in your favor now. You want the cycle, old cycle, to finish. Yes, here is King of Pentacles. Unbelievable. We had the 9 of Pentacles. We had the 9 of Pentacles, and now we have the King of Pentacles. The shrewdest business person you can ever think of in the tarot. He is absolutely amazing builder, amazing creator, amazing deal maker, very intelligent, very prosperous, very stable, very, very, very shrewd business person as well. So this is within you. You want progress, you want stability, you want growth. As I said, it's not clear for me whether this is about partnership, family, relationship connection, or whether it's about business partnership, or whether it's both intertwined. So let's clarify within the situation. We said the balancing card, more lightheartedness here. And a card came, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. Yes, what was up to now, or what was happening okay. It was progressing somehow. You built, you created certain things. However, now you don't like it anymore. You want to move away from it, or you want to change it. You want to turn this around. It's very, very clear. It's very clear. You're not satisfied with it. You have built a lot. You have learned a lot. You've mastered. Yes, good. However, revision card. You need to be in your balancing energy, in more lightheartedness energy. That is going to work out, that things are going to settle. And here we already got the advice that you have to let go of the past, move forward. You will balance the scales. This will be turned around in your favor. Just enjoy, be more lighthearted, be more happy. Maybe for some of you, if you were also part of this conflict, maybe it says as well that you just simply have to let it go now. Let go these ego clashes and ego games. one of you, if it's between you and another person or other people, one of you has to, usually the best is all, but you know, one has to be the first big person to let go of the ego and just do what's right, so things can settle. One last, the Lovers is a choice underneath, lingering energy, a choice, yes. One last advice here for Capricorns, please, universe. And then I'll pull you some messages from the Oracle decks. So, don't go. Don't go. Gorgeous, gorgeous souls. Thank you again for supporting me. You know what to do if you want to support me. Each and every person who supports me, I'm blessing tenfold with my gratitude, love, and sending you blessings, as I said, tenfold. So, what's the last advice? 5 of Cups. Letting go of the past. You're still a little bit stuck onto old things, old hurts, old disappointments. It's done now. We already had the card, which I like this card that came, 6 of Swords, because it's moving away from the past. This is a bit more stuck energy. But I think that the universe is trying to remind you this energy is still lingering. We definitely have to shut it down now. You're grieving, you have some sorrow, you disappointment, something didn't work, something didn't happen, or whatever it is, or happened in a specific manner that wasn't at all to your liking, and yeah, it was hurtful. However, now we have to go. We have to move. We have to move. And also there is, only if you turn around, there is 2 cups. We already had twice the balancing card, which here I feel intuitively it's more even into the meaning of being light-hearted. Being light-hearted. Look at what is now ahead, what's just around the corner, and just move away from these vibes. This is very clear message. Okay, let's get some Oracle message for you, gorgeous Capricorns. Universe, give me here, what is the Oracle message for these gorgeous, gorgeous Capricorn souls? I hope you're doing fantastic. As I said, I'm looking forward now, end of Mercury retrograde and beginning of the springtime and Easter time. OMG, the winter was long, cold, gray and icy, at least where I am. I'm in Eastern Europe. So, okay, let's pull here. Let's see what is for you, beautiful people. What's for Capricorns, please, universe? Caution. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. Yeah, balance yourself. I already told you, balance, lightheartedness. Don't stress. Move away from these heavy emotions, sorrows, regrets, annoyances, whatever. Let's pull now one message from my spirit animal, or whatever wants to come, if it's more than one. Universe, but one came, and that is the Bobcat mystery. The Bobcat teaches you that there is true power and strength in silence and patience. In order to get what you want, you must be willing to plan, adapt, and above all, have the patience to see your dreams manifest. Beautiful. I think it's very clear. I think it's very clear. As I said, the tarot tells you that you have to move away from these old scenarios, emotions, thought patterns, maybe even behaviors. Step into your power, which you're already in, I believe, of stability, of shrewdness, clear thinking, minded, and balance and lightheartedness. Definitely, things are progressing. The balancing of the scales is here. Justice is coming for you. Beautiful. So, amazing, gorgeous souls. Thank you so much for being here. As I said, you know what to do if you want to support me. I hope that this is of help, guidance, and service to you. Use your intuition. I always remind, please work on the intuition, on your highest consciousness, to sharpen it. Actually, not even to sharpen it, not to work much, because we don't need to do anything. We're already divinely beautiful, perfect beings, but more to connect, realign. So, thank you so much. See you very soon. Peace in the mind, love in the heart, balance in all you do. Bye.